big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me.
Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On the double. Mike 57, Mike 57. He don't know no better.
First down, a run with Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, Blackwell. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I got one. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Hustle.
Throwing again. Blackwell. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On 1st down, Blackwell. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous now. Don't get nervous.
To throw again, Blackwell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
Mike spot 4.
Operating from the gun, Blackwell. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, We only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Wentz now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Good throw there to start this second possession, maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we got to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick 6. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Go. 120.
6 man.
Kill. What's this? 45. Check my 45.
Come on, D.
Check 45, somebody. Check 45.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That's complete. It's Damian Willis. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Watch the eye.
57. 61. Matchbox lights.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Danny.
Looking to throw. Blackwell. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Mike 58 right there.
On on 2nd and 12. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Hey, 58's the mic. Go, 58's the mic.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing to start the drive. Blackwell, complete. Smith has it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 45-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
You better bring it. Right now, you better bring it. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. I know he will.
2nd and 2. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready. 60 out low.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Small.
57's mic.
2nd and 14. He's got Burton here.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go. Set. 60 yards.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
That's it. 57's the mic. Rock 57.
Check back.
On 3rd down, Blackwell. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wentz again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wentz to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
For the field goal, a 62-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Hey, I got you, punk. You got double time. Double time.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
Any weapon. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Eagles' 49-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base. 50 seconds to Mike. 6 it. This ball back for the offense. Let's go. 50 seconds to Mike.
2nd and 11. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
57 to Mike. Mike 57.
throwing on first down. Blackwell. It's caught. It's Miller. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is taken near the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Wentz. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw is Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. Throw caught there by Willis. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Lefty, lefty.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Sheds another. Brushing off defenders. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 21-yard line. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
Trey 15. Trey 15.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Let's pin the mirror.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Footwheel. Back. 180.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz buying time to his left. Going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You got 3 down. 3 down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Mike 45.
Wentz going to throw. This is Donnell with a grab. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Let's get it.
And his kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On 1st and 10, Blackwell. The screen pass here to Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back to throw. Blackwell. It's complete. It's Miller. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Tack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing on 3rd and long. Blackwell. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, look 3.
Now Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
To throw, it's Wentz. Able to find Willis. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Go. Mike, 50 is right there.
Let's put him on the buses.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a handoff looking right, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing his Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was a type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Second and 5. He's going to fire one deep up. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ready, set. Check, 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hayward. Mike, check, 59.
To throw on second down. Blackwell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Blackwell. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. A fourth and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
There we go, Pac-Man.
Double dog, that's the way.
Throwing on second and 14. Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working from the gun. Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it to football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Another run here with Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. To throw is Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get there. 59. Check, 59.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tack McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And this offense needs a touchdown. A field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
57. Mike, 57.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball...